Hey, welcome back. This is John, Small Time Bookseller. Bet you didn't notice I changed the name. Used to be the Small Time Reseller. Now I'm the Small Time Bookseller. Just flows off the tongue so much more easily, I think, don't you? Anyhow, this is what I do. Sell some books on eBay and sometimes some Nota books, even though I am now the bookseller and not the reseller. I did have a few extra Nota books this week. And so this is what I do when I sell some things on eBay. I'll come here. I'll tell you all about them. I try not to make things up. And I don't do any garage sale videos. I don't do any yard sale videos. I put my glasses on the top of my head. But I don't do any GoPros at the Goodwill bins. Looking at my hands that wishes to grasp the treasures hidden beneath these ebon waters, displaying the valor of their mighty heart, and throw thyself into the midst of its black and burning liquid. Ain't got time for that. So, all I do have time for is telling you what books I sold. And since there were 30 of them, we'll get right into it. Don't want to waste your time. At least not any more of it than, you know. So let's start right off. All right, first book I sold for this video, Pierre, Deux, French Country Style and Source Book, $12 to the great state of Texas. Yay! Texas! Yay! The next one was Appletons Standard Elementary Geography from 1895. $10 went to the great state of Oregon. Yay! This one was from a lot of books at Stephanie Burnett's Reselling and Having Fun. Hey, Stephanie, get out there and make some more videos. It's been too long. But she gave me a lot of books that she didn't need, and I've sold a couple of them. This is one that came out of that group, so thanks again, Stephanie. And then I also sold this, a Samsung 256 gigabyte memory card for $30. Went to Utah. This one was from the bin drop, and I did pay, I think, $8 for it. So I saw it had a lot of sales, and I figured I could flip it, and it did. It sold within hours of me putting it up. So this was not a 20 cent, like most of my books are either 20 or 33 or 50 cents. But this was a full price, $8 purchase. I sold for $30. Coming up next, we had the miraculous cure for and prevention of all diseases. I have to admit, I'm a little dubious on that one. $15 went to Arizona. This book here, Simple Path to Wealth. If you ever find this one, you can basically pick it up, list it, and sell it immediately. This sold within hours. It always does. This is like the 7th one I've sold. And the funny thing is, every single one I've sold, I've put up for $15. And I think I've only sold one at $15. And like the last 4 or 5 have been $10 offers, and I just take them because it's just literally as soon as I put it up, someone buys this thing. That's a Simple Path to Wealth. That was $10, went to Michigan. So recommend that one if you ever see it. This next one, the Writing Strategies book, $15, went to Arizona. So you can see these are kind of small sales. That tells you if my average sale price this week was over $35, and we ain't hit a $35 sale yet. So you know what's coming up, right? Next one, Gauguin, Metamorphoses. This was from the Museum of Modern Art in New York for $20, and it's going back to New York. Sending it home, just sending it home. Next we have La Historia Cuarto Grado, $10 to Ohio. And after that, Breaking the HEC-RAS Code. No idea what the HEC-RAS Code is, but sold the book. $50 went to Pennsylvania. That was my first good sale, $50. I had this one up for $75, but it had been sitting for a long time. So when I got an offer for $50, didn't counter, just like, yes, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Went to Pennsylvania. The 2019 Florida Business and Finance Exam, CRAM, $35. And it did go to Florida. I was glad to see that. Good old Floridians. All right, now we have the Publication Manual of the American Psychological Association, $12. Also went to Florida. Here's another full price one. I saw this one at the bin drop, paid the $8 for it. I knew it would sell quickly. Wild Wild West complete series on DVD, paid $8 for it, but sold for $31.50 within hours. It's that same day I listed it. All right, here's my sad story for the week. At the bin drop, I learned a lesson this week. So actually, just a couple weeks ago, I got these. There was, at the bin drops, these are Amazon returns, there was a bag of Pokemon cards. I have probably held Pokemon cards in my life, but it would have been when my son, who is now 21, almost 22, was probably 7. So he's like 15 years ago, I may have actually held a Pokemon card. I wish I had the ones he had back then. So when I see a bag of Pokemon cards, I really have no frame of reference to know if they're fake or not. And at the time I bought these Pokemon cards, which was like 2 weeks ago, I had no knowledge of there being a proliferation of fake Pokemon cards. I mean, I figured if you're going to fake a Pokemon card, it'd be a high dollar value one. I'm looking at these, they look like just common cards, nothing special, and a few nice ones thrown in. Well, in case you don't know, yes, they do fake those all the time, and I found out just moments a little too late. So I had one card in there. It was a Charizard. I've heard of Charizard. It had lots of flashiness on it. It looked beautiful. And I looked it up. Comps are going for, $50, $60. I put mine out for $45. Sold it, packaged up, shipped it off. Started looking up some other cards to list, because that was the one, I knew that one was nice. So I put that one up right away. As I'm starting to look up other ones, I'm seeing discrepancies between what my card is and the ones online. And I'm thinking, are these variations? I collect a lot of baseball cards. There are lots of photo variations and lots of variations that they make within cards. And so I started getting worried that when I'm not finding any of a couple of the ones I had. Now, I bought a stack of probably 200 cards, and most of them, everything's matching up. I'm looking online, but they're nothing that special. A few of them looked pretty good. So I took it to a place in Houston called Heroes Collectibles, and I went in there and I asked the guy, I said, hey, can you tell me if these are fake? He opens up the bag, he picks them up, yep, they're fake. Just that quickly, he totally knew. Flipped through them all, making sure, yeah, they're all fake. And he showed me a real one, and the ones I bought. The Pokemon on the back was much dimmer, wasn't as bright. He showed me a few other things that you can tell just by the feel of the card. I didn't know. So luckily the one I shipped off had not been delivered yet, so I was able to contact the guy. Well, I messaged him and said, bad news, the one I told you is 99% going to be a fake, and I issued a full refund right away before he even got the card. And I haven't heard anything back from him, so I'm assuming he got the refund, got the card, and no negative feedback or anything on that. So lesson learned, out a $45 sale, but at least now I know. So I got a bag of a whole bunch of fake Pokemon cards over there. Not sure what I'll do with those. Throw them away, more than likely. So back to the actual sales. Visual man tracking for law enforcement. $10.50 went to Florida. What's a sport in that, though? When I'm man tracking, I do blindfolded. It's all sense of hearing and just what I feel in my gut. That's how I man track. None of this visual stuff. The next one was a plague upon our house. $16 went to North Dakota. Hey, North Dakota. This next one was a international sale. The Princeton Eating Clubs. $37.99. That was a good sale. Went to Oslo. I have no idea how much they paid. I'm sure a lot to send this thing to Norway. Here's my lowest sale, probably the least profitable sale I've ever done. This book has sat on my shelf for quite a while. The first season, how Vince Lombardi, I didn't write the rest of the title down there, but Vince Lombardi book, the first season, I paid around 7 cents for it. There's a thrift store in Freeport that has books sometimes for like, I don't know, whatever it was, $8, $12 for $1 sometimes. Got this there. Sold it for $5. Plus shipping to Iowa. So not a lot of money there, but that was my cheapest sale I've ever had. Okay, I'm going to skip that one, okay? We'll do that one at the end. Because it's kind of hard to tell which was my biggest sale of the week, so I'm going to tell you later. So let's move on. Dragon Ball Z. It's over 9,000. I have no idea what that's a reference to, but that's the title of the book. And it sold for $17. Went to Washington. Next one, The Mountain Is You. $20. went to Ohio. Beginner's Guide to American Mahjong. This one is new in plastic, and it's over $25. Shipped up to Houston. Next one. The Survivor's Guide to USMLE Step 2 CK Edition 3 with 4 M's and a silent Q. No, $299. Went to Illinois. Here's another not a book. This was 3. I sold a couple of these before. 1 got returned, 1 didn't. 3 of these went of Accu-Check Aviva blood glucose strips. So $55.50. So I bought a bag of 7 or 8 of these for $7 or $8, whatever day it was at the bin drop. I usually do almost all my shopping on Saturday and Sunday there. And so I paid maybe $7 or $8 for these, and I've sold, this is the 4 total. 1 got returned and I have 2 left. So $55.50 to Georgia. And this is another not a book. Goodwill Bins up in Houston. Found this clock. Isn't this thing cool? A vintage, it's a Wehrle 3-in-1 alarm clock from the 1960s. It's currently not working. I did not take it apart to see if it could work, so I listed it as parts only. And that sold for $40. And it went to Germany, which is kind of cool. It was made in Germany. And again, just send it home. Just send it home. There's a force in the world. Right. Learn any foreign language. $15 went to Idaho. And the next one is also not a book. So I sold a baseball card that I have had listed for a long time. A 2020 Topps Heritage BRYCE Harper. This is a nickname variation. Has Bam Bam on it. That's his nickname. And I sold that for $60. That went to New Jersey of all places. I hope that one doesn't get returned, because there were a few. I hadn't looked at that one in a while. It's been listed for quite a while. And they aren't selling for that much. And I looked at my listing. I was like, I hope he doesn't think this is graded, because I definitely said not graded. But hey, hopefully the guy's happy with it. Next one. This is the second copy of this I have sold. Breaking Bread with Daily Mass Propers for 2022. Had it up for 25. Somebody gave me an offer of 10. I was like, nah. So I counted at 20. They came back for $14.50. And then I saw that it was from somebody who's just in the next 2 towns over. So in Bay City, Texas, really close by. I was like, yeah, give the guy a local discount. So I accepted the $14.50 on that one. I'd literally gotten that one yesterday. So I just sold 20 cents and it sold for $14.50 today. So I was happy with that. All right, the next one we have is Paideia. Not sure how to pronounce it exactly. The Ideas of Greek Culture. $11.18. This went to New York. Took an offer on that one as well. So now, for the big sales, we had, let's go with this one first. The Law of Debtors and Creditors, Text Cases and Problems. $100. And I sold 2 of them to the same guy. So that was a $200 sale. $100 each. They went to Ohio. I was at the bin drop, saw it, picked it up, was looking at other stuff. One of the workers went to the back, got another shopping cart full of books, was bringing them out, putting them out. There was another one, so I grabbed them both. So I got the 2 of them for 40 cents and sold them for $200. And it ain't not bad at all. And then the next one is my biggest sale of the week. Wasn't the $100 sale, but the $200 was together the sale. But an individual book, this is the one that I sold just a few hours ago. Encyclopedia of Intensive Care Medicine, Volume 4, $159, and that went to Illinois. That has been on my shelf for a while. I can't even remember if that was a Goodwill Bins for 33 cents or a bin drop for probably 50 cents. Because at that time they were 2 for $1, because I know I haven't, it's been a while since I got that one. So there we have it. That makes a grand total, including the Charizard, which, so you can actually subtract $45 or so off of this, but $1,012.16. 30 sales, $33.74. And I just included the Charizard because that put me over 1,000. I was like, yeah, you know. So it was that, you know, I had to do that. So it's been fun. It's been good. Pretty happy, all things considered. I'm going to try to do one next week. We'll try not to go 2 weeks. Probably do them weekly. I was going to make it a New Year's resolution. That went by the wayside. And then I thought, oh, a lunar New Year's resolution. That was February 1st. That kind of went by the wayside too. So whatever holiday this is, probably something. That's my resolution for this week, is to make a video weekly no matter how awful things are. So hopefully they keep up, because this was a pretty good one. And anyways, I hope everything's going well for you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you. No, I won't do that. I'm just going to say adios. Wrong side.